Okay, I'm Ricia Adair. This is June 30th training, getting started in your new partner.co business. I'm co-hosted with Joni Budd and Chris Budd, who are in Costa Rica. I myself were in Manzanillo, Mexico, and we have a whole room full of lovely people from all across Canada right now with us. We're continuing on with part B, and my part of the program right now is to share with you how to get organized. And I'm going to jump right into my documents. So if you don't have a filing system on your computer, you got to learn one, okay? Because there's stuff and you want to keep everything organized. So I'm going to bring on board to the screen my daily activity sheet. And why do I have that? Unless you have a rocket memory that you're going to remember all the people that you talk to by the time you get to Friday, it's overwhelming because you will see the comments come in on your Facebook postings. And I'm just going to give you an idea. Okay, I came on board, I don't know what it was, around April 10th or something, and I pissed around painting, so I got to work on April 22nd. And I sure wish I just started posting, my goodness. Anyways, in hindsight, so this is my daily activity tracker, okay, for the day. All of the pink are customers, the green are brand partners. Now, that didn't exactly happen on that one day because the old way, sometimes people need to see an advertising message 27 times before they purchase. But on my first 3 or 4 days, I sold many, many boxes. So I just kept writing out the people and keeping in touch with them. Tammy, you're at the top of this one in nice bright green. And you can see all the pink, all the green, the activity that happens in your business. Okay. So I've got all these forms for you. What this does as well, when we had recently a promotion, I was able to go back to all my brand sheets or my activity sheets from day one. And I was able to say, oh, I've got a white line right there. Bonnie Tanner. I need to get back in touch with her. Because when you start working with your team and you start getting busy, your prospects from 2 months ago will get fallen into the cracks. So this is a great, great system to keep you on top of your business. All of these sheets are available to you, or we can upload them into the boards. Now, the other thing I have on the go is I have a shipment tracking sheet. And I've given a box a number. My first shipment is SH1. So the first box is 1, SH1-2, SH1-3, and so on. Because this allows me to stay on top of my inventory. I'm a little different than you are. I've got boxes coming into my home in Mexico. I've got boxes going out to Victoria. I've got some boxes right now in Parksville. So this allows me to keep track of my shipment. Okay? Shipment tracker. Now you get your customers. You got to keep track of them because otherwise you're going to forget who you sold to. Notice all the green? Those are all customers who converted to brand partners. This is another very important part of the business. We're going to have Joni and I both talk about that. But so what you're going to do is you're going to put the box number that they got. So you remember that from shipment 1-1, that went to Mary, Beth, and Brenda. So you know
Ricia,
exactly where all your shipments in. Yes.
we're not seeing your sheets. We're just seeing your files.
Thank you, Tammy. I get excited. It's like I'm part Italian. I start talking with my hands.
I could tell. That's why I'm like, oh, I better tell her.
Thank you. So there's your
You're welcome.
shipment tracking sheet, right? And I won't go over it in detail. When you get your sheets, you'll be able to figure it out. And then your customers. And there they are too. Now, why do I have platform? I need to know where they came from. Was it FB from Facebook or was it RO from me reaching out? You might be in a grocery store and reach out to somebody. So you want to see where your marketing efforts are paying off. The date your customer received it. But column I is also very important because the date they started the drops. I've had a lot of people that let the drops sit on the kitchen counter for 2 weeks. So this is really important because you got to follow up with your customers and remind them the drops will do no good to you at all when they're in the box on the counter. The date that I sent the new customer info bundle, and Joni had shown that in her presentation earlier. And then your week 1 follow-up. And it basically it's a text. Hey, how's it going? Tell me the great news about your drops. And it's not a lot of room, but you're going to do minus 6 pounds, plus energy, do little codes in there and stay on track with them. And that reminds you to communicate with your customers so you don't lose them through the cracks. Okay. And by week 3, you figure out where they are and how many days of posting it's going to be if you're shipping that to them in Saskatchewan, for instance. You want to get a hold of them at the very beginning of week 3 and talk to them about ordering another box. And when they agree, because they love the drops, that's when I will say, do you really want to pay retail when you should be buying wholesale? And that's how I convert them into a brand partner. Okay. So some people will say, nah, I like paying retail. Just send me another box. Here's my e-transfer. But that's a great way to convert. Joni, can you add anything else about converting at that point? You've got a customer that's happy. They're into week 2. They love the drops.
You and I are so on sync here. I literally just raised my hand at the same time you said that. I just wanted to say that, for this sheet, I love your sheet, by the way. I actually have the identical sheet. Like we created the exact same sheet without even talking to each other. But on week 3, I think we should add above that something like time to order more drops or conversion, possible conversion, convert to wholesale pricing above week 3. Just so that, because I remember when I first started, I felt a little bit overwhelmed, like week 1, week 2, week 3, just to kind of know that in the board's app, there is a week 1 script and a week 2 script that you can send to them. I think it's pretty obvious. It's just, hey, how's it going on the drops, right? Is there anything I can do to help? And then, but week 3, you want to keep that in your mind, like Ricia was saying, that to allow for the shipping time, because if you don't, then they're going to be without drops. They're going to run out of drops and be without drops. And another thing you're going to want to consider when you're selling the drops is how much weight do they want to lose? Because they might want to go ahead for that 3-pack right away instead of just 1 pack. That might be a note on here as well. If they already have a 3-pack, you don't have to upsell them. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't have to add anything else.
That's a very good point. And actually that was mentioned on one of the IPA calls. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But when someone comes on board, one of your first questions is, what is your target? What is your health goal? Well, I'd like to lose 10 pounds. Then probably they're on the drops for a month, maybe a month and a half. But they're going to notice how good they feel. So they're going to want to reorder just to stay on the drops. If they tell you 40 months, 40 pounds, you kind of average that's 10 pounds a month. You're going to have that conversation with them that they're going to start to see noticeable changes in 90 days for the body balancing drops to actually have the best maximum positive effect on their bodies. And 40 pounds didn't happen overnight. It's not overnight to lose it either. So suggest to them that they budget for the 4 months. And that's at that point, you can introduce the 3-pack savings and being a brand partner and buying it wholesale. Anything more, Joni?
No, that was fabulous, Ricia. Thank you.
Okay. And one last sheet that I can offer to you is the must-do list, because someone might say to you, well, actually a friend of mine, Colleen, she just said, I'm very interested, but my dog just died and I feel like crap. So this is the must-do list. I would write down on Tuesday, I told her I would call her Tuesday, Colleen, follow-up, skinny drops, and I would put in brand partner in there because that's the conversation that we had and what I need to do in that phone call. So this is just a little reminder. Many of you have a calendar on your phones that you can use, or the big day timers that you buy in the office stores. If you don't have any of those, this is an easy way just to print off several copies and be able to have your to-do sheet to go forward. Because again, it's really easy to forget. It's really easy to let people fall through the cracks. And the fortune is in the follow-up. Right?
Absolutely. Also, when you're shipping those parcels, make sure to take a screenshot of them so that you have the tracking number. You don't want to forget to get that tracking number when you're shipping from your house to their house so that you can make sure it gets there. And I like to write their phone number on it as well to make sure that they can be reached if they need to.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, Joni. Joni, any other ideas? I've got a couple of my own, but I want to you to share with customer conversions, different ideas that you've done that have been super effective.
You know, I come from a networking background, so I think that a lot of the people that were reaching out to me know me through the industry and initially wanted to try the drops or whatever, and they were easy to convert to the business. You know, a lot of them, for me, it was just like, hey, you know, you might as well get this next set of drops. Most of them actually asked me, can I make some money at this? Is this an MLM? And I'm like, yeah, actually it is. But it's the best thing I've ever seen because isn't even that MLM-y. Like really, you could just retail the drops and make money off of it. But so it's a pretty easy conversation. And I think it's all about the conversation. And in the boards app, there is a recording done by Dr. Crystal Vance, but she's talking about the American numbers. And so I'm going to re-record one for Canada, but basically she just shares your options. So if I was to call somebody with this conversion call, I would ask them, you know, if they've been seeing results because you've been keeping in touch with them. And so I would say, look, you can buy another box from me for $197, or you can buy them from yourself at wholesale pricing. And I actually love the sentence that Carrie uses, Carrie Hermery. She says, you can buy one from me at $197, or you can buy a 3-pack for $378 as a wholesale member. It's your choice. I like to use the words wholesale member because it doesn't make them think MLM or that they need to be recruiting. If they don't want to, maybe they just want the discount. And some people, I've heard many stories, especially from our US upline, that at first they just wanted the discount and eventually they decided to start, making sales. But there's a few things. Obviously they want to get a discount. And like Ricia said, if they're going to want to be on it for any length of time, you might as well get a 3-pack instead of one. And I'd like to point out that the second thing is they might be able to get their drops for free. It's very simple. We have a very simple system in place where you can possibly even get your drops for free. And basically you just sell two and yours is free. How do we do that? Well, we actually have a system of growth, a social media system where if you posted for 7 days, for sure, you could do that, or even just host a post. So there's this host a post recommendation where they basically just share that you're selling the drop. So it doesn't really look like they're selling. They're just saying, hey, my friend Ricia, she introduced me to this business. And I'm going to buy some of these drops. Who would like to do this with me? Right? I'm going to do a little weight loss challenge. Who wants to do this with me? And put some of the before and after pictures that are already made and create this post. If they post that post and some people come back wanting to buy from them, 2 people buy, they've got their drops for free because a 3-pack, right? 2 people buy, that covers the cost of a 3-pack. So that's the second thing. First of all, wholesale discount. Second thing is they can get the drops for free. And third is you might even want to consider posting the posts that we have and making an income from it, making some retail sales. Most of our brand partners coming on board that are following our social media system can make upwards of $2,000 within their first month, exactly $2,130 by just posting the post. So that just piqued their interest about that for the third thing. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, excellent. Now, Canada just recently had a free membership if you sign up for 200 PV. Most of my people came on board at 220 because of the value of the Renew product tagging along with the 3-pack and the drops. And you're going to be so happy that you've made that decision. Renew is truly fountain of youth in a box. It's really something. So one of the things that I thought, because this promotion for us was so successful, I personally sponsored 9 new brand partners in this 1 week. So why don't we do that? Thank you, Joni. Why don't we do that ourselves? This week, I'm honoring my new brand partners and paying for their member sign-in. Right? You could do that if you like. It's your business. You can do whatever creative you want. And you also offer the 200 minimum PV. So there's different options that you can do to increase that conversion, right? But my most favorite is time to reorder. Alana, why would you want to pay retail when you can get it wholesale? Right? Okay, moving along here. I want to talk about the circle of health. I'm going to bring that up because you're going to get doctor type questions, and I don't want anybody on this call playing doctor. So Joni mentioned that earlier. It's administered by Dr. Crystal Vance. We have 32,000 members. When I started in April, we had 23,000. It's growing like crackerjack. And there's so many things. You know, people ask, what about watermelon? And there's recipes here, everything. But what I think is really valuable is the search thing. Somebody had asked me about Hashimoto's. And all of these comments came up about people, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, blah, blah, Hashimoto's, and so on and so forth. So you can copy and paste these comments and send it on to your prospect, or you can invite them to participate in the Circle of Health Facebook group, and they can come here and do their own research. In all cases, for anything medical, we don't want to play doctor. Here's the ingredients list, present it to your doctor, and he can answer and tell you whether this is a good program. Now, Joni, to your knowledge, do we have any negative side effects to this product?
No, I mean, unless they have an allergy to an ingredient, which you could, you know, people are allergic to peanuts, right? But other than that, I've never heard of anybody ever having any adverse reactions. They are not, there are not hormones. They are all natural plant-based ingredients that just are meant to balance those hormones. So there have not been any side effects to my knowledge. No. But
And there's no peanuts in this product, is there?
there's no peanuts in it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, just to be clear on that one. Okay, thank you. So again, too, this is a great reference site, guys, and you don't want to be playing doctor. Now what I'd like to do is introduce you to some great resources. I have this all on a page, so we don't need to be writing down funny little links right now. You can just send me an email, please, to Joni, if you don't mind writing in the chat, Ricia2017@gmail.
Yep.
So Joni put together this amazing page of resource for us on a Linktree page. The very first one there is how to use the boards. So we went through it quickly tonight. Come back and watch this video and it will really help you learn about the boards, how to send square payments, the boards app store, the System of Growth board, the Canadian teen boards. She showed you all that, how to order a 3-pack, how to create a smart link. A lot of the things that we're talking about on today's call, you have many videos here to come back and be able to educate yourself. Some awesome, awesome videos. Ashley Rowland 30-minute business overview is a very good one. I'm going to share with you one when people ask about the business end, what I would like to send them. And we have Michelle McKay, Getting Started Training. The more times you see the training, guys, the more it's going to impact your confidence and your knowledge. The more you learn, the more you earn. Right, Joni? How to square payments. This is the 10-minute Canadian presentation. So I'll show you the 2 videos that I send to people so that they can see the power of this compensation plan. I use Joni's there, but first I send them the American one. And right here is YouTube channel with Anthony Moreland. I suggest that you subscribe to his channel. He's a longtime person with this company. And all the recordings from the different presentations from our leaders are here. And one of them is the best testimonial that I've ever seen. It's special guest Kelly Alexander. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. This was last Monday. So if anyone's interested in seeing the business, you would click on there and then you're able to, I think this guy here, and you're able to grab the link up top and you right click and you copy, and that's what you would send to somebody. It's a great, great video. So they talk quite a bit about the value of the drops, what the drops can do. Kelly's testimonial will blow your roof. Thyroid tumor gone. Thyroid tumor gone. The drops are so darn powerful, I'm telling you. So I send them that one and I say, I want you to watch this video and follow up with the 10-minute Canadian version. So they know. And altogether, it's not a lot of time, but I've had 100% sign up by using this system as well. So I want you to register to, not register, but to subscribe to Anthony Moreland, because again, too, you have so many resources. Go to videos. Anybody asks about the compensation plan, I'm going to direct them here so they can see the compensation plan video. We're trying to be as leveraged as possible, team, because we're seeing incredible growth. And I love Joni so much, and I want her keeping young like she is. You want to keep me young like I am. And likewise with your team, whatever you see us do, duplicate it. Okay, so you two can be great leaders, and I don't want anybody to be experiencing burnout. One more resource center. Again, you can send me an email. Joni put my email in the chat. Email me and say, send resources, Ricia, and I will gladly send it to you. Researchmoa.com. And there's a lot of great product videos in here as well. Okay. The Renew video is right there. Great product to see. The MOA video, that's another product that I take that I love. It's amazing. This is the MOA product, great for inflammation, brain fog. It's a fountain of youth as well too. So those are two resources that I highly love. And now, Joni, I'm just going to have you talk about the IPA calls and the Saturday morning training calls.
So we have such an amazing team. This company, like I said, Partner Code, they bought up several companies. We've got people from Limu, we've got people from Skincerity, we've got people from Tahisha Noni, we've got people from RX. All these leaders have come together every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and they do an IPA call, which stands for income producing activity. And they just talk about their wins and what's working for them and how they're selling these drops and how they're succeeding, how they're converting brand customers to brand partners. And some of the fun things they're doing, like wearing little buttons that get people to ask them about their skinny drops, or throwing pop-up events and stuff like that. One person talked about a sign they put on the back of their car. So there's a lot of great stories, success stories that you can learn from. And so those calls are every single morning, weekday morning. And the links to those calls are in the Boards app. I need to make sure that those are updated in the Boards app. But if you're on our Skinny Drops Brand Partners Facebook Messenger group, every morning we put out the message that there's an IPA call. And oh, sorry, Ricia's got her group. You guys are in Ricia's group. She forwards everything on there. So she's got her group. As long as you're plugged into those Facebook Messenger groups, you're going to get the details on the daily calls. Saturday is a training call by our upline. These calls, by the way, they have 300 people every morning on them. They're huge. Saturday calls, training calls by the upline. That's Todd Rowland's call. Sunday night, we have our team call by Reese and Ashley. And this coming Sunday, we're going to talk about what to do now that you've become an ultimate. And Monday night is the US.
Sorry, I'm just going to jump in. Sunday is 3:30 Pacific time with Reese's call.
Yes, thank you. The Saturday one is, I believe, 8 a.m. Or is
It's
it 9
7 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, it's right. And I'm Mountain Standard Time. So 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for that. And there's a Monday night call. You should probably send them all these links. They're also in the Boards app. I could share my screen for them, but the Monday night call, I believe 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time with Ashley Rowland. And that was the one that Ricia was talking about that was recorded a week or so ago. That was so amazing. And Chris and I are going to be launching our own Canadian business presentation call. I just have not decided on the day or time for that. Probably Wednesday. We will let you know.
You got to get Kim Vigneault as your guest. This gal had a tumor on the side of her brain. A tumor on the side of her brain. 2 months on the drop. She went to see her oncologist. Gone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Joni and I were on the same call when she came back from the oncologist that afternoon. We were all crying. It was just an amazing share. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. She's amazing.
Okay. Again, too, on the resource sheet that I'd mentioned earlier, if you send me an email, I'll be glad to send it to you. It has all the links for these calls. Joni, PXP24. Why should someone spend all that money to go to Florida?
Because you get to go to a ball.
Yeah.
We are going to be getting our dresses on. Actually, PXP September 20th to 22nd. And you're going to learn from the best of the best. And we all know that the goal is when you get to an event, they say that if you can bring, for every one person you bring to an event, they'll put 100 people in your business that coming year because of the belief, the vision, what they've learned. And it's just associating with the high rollers, with all the successful people, the people that are winning. If you want to win, you got to get a good coach. And the best coaches are going to be at this event. What's the saying, Chris? Not everybody at the event is making 20. No,
Not everybody.
not everybody at the event's making $20,000 a month, but everybody making $20,000 a month is at the event. Or $100,000 a week. Our girl in China. Oh my gosh, like these people are making money. Yeah. So you definitely want to
So-
go there. That woman I was just saying, 100,000 a week, she's from China. She's the #1 money earner. Tim Sales is a legend. He's in our upline. You know, Todd Rowland, he's just so knowledgeable on the product. Dr. Crystal Vance, like these are people you want to be schmoozing with. I'm going to be sitting down with Tim Sales and strategizing my compensation plan with him. I want to be sitting down with Dr. Crystal Vance and talking about, the products and what she loves about them and what she knows about them. I just want to soak up as much information as I can so that I can come back and just 10x my business the following year. But there is a gala. So Ricia, did you want to talk about that? How to achieve the gala? Did you see the
I
the post-
haven't seen it, so you go ahead and you tell me about it.
Oh, it's in order to be able to go to this gala event, you need within the month of July to have a new 1,500 volume on your team, new volume bonus, somebody that you personally brought into the business, and you need 2 brand partners. So that volume has to be brought on by a distributor that you introduced it to the business in the month of July, who put in volume, or personal sales volume, as in customer volume. So 1,500 volume and 2 brand partners. Like, I mean, a lot of the people on this call has already done that, but you got to do it in the
Consider it
month of
done.
July. Huh?
We're going to see some massive growth in July. It's just going to be
like-
rock star stuff.
I know, we can all go to the ball. We just got to start posting these posts. What are you guys still doing here? We got to get those posts posted.
And just remember, by the time we get to September, we'll all have our beautiful 20-year-old figures again, and we get to go gown shopping and look pretty and put the bling on. Okay, so I want to mention this, that on my team, I'm running a promotion. I've rented a house that sleeps 11 people. So it's very easy to get a free ticket into a bed at my house in beautiful Orlando. And I think it's just getting to Ultimate. And I've got a special date. I'll repost it in our Mexicanusa group to remind you how easy it would be. Just get yourself to Ultimate. Focus, focus, focus. That's what I want you to focus on. Mike and I will be renting a van. We'll be there for a total of about 9 days. So the van will be able to take us to Disney World and SeaWorld and all kinds of different places. And yeah, this is going to be great stuff. And the other thing is, you get to Ultimate and help 2 people on your team get to Ultimate, then you're going to get a free convention ticket from me. That being said, though, you have to book it now. You have to say, I'm in the running, I'm going for it, because I have to pre-buy the tickets and we're just about sold out. There's only about 100 left. So you do have to let me know that. I'm
Wow, can I
excited.
sign up online?
Sure. All right. Okay, let's talk about the Partner Co app. We're just about wrapping up here, guys. Go ahead, Chris. What about Chris? He's a Partner Co app guy, right? Chris, you're up.
His iPad died. You want to talk on mine or no? Sorry, he was out and about. He's here.
Okay, it's Chris Budd, long time friend as well, superstar network marketing, and he's the guy that dissected this compensation plan, looking for the gotchas. And well, let's see. The rest is your story. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm still looking.
Haven't found one yet, huh?
Haven't found them yet.
Right
That's-
on.
I was on today with a friend of mine who's been in the industry. Well, actually, first time he ever joined us was his first time ever in the industry. Was 2003. And he always did quite well, made 6 figures at everything that he did, and just happens to not be in the game right now.
Patty, is this gonna be your next job?
I didn't hear that, sorry. I didn't hear that, sorry.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
it's
Chris.
just- Okay. Anyway, what was your question?
Well, let's talk about Partner Co-op.
Partner co-share app, okay. To be honest, I use it to track my promotions. I use it for looking at how many PV I need to go in order for me to get to my next promotion level. And I don't have, can I bring it up? Do you have yours?
You have to share it just to give you.
What else is available for people on the app?
I honestly don't know. That's the only thing.
The videos you went.
I thought you were the expert on the app, Chris.
The app? Oh, there's some videos in there. Yeah, I'd have to go back and find, I think Joni should do this part.
I told
Nice
you,
for you to step in, Chris.
Sorry.
he's the pretty face that smiles and looks handsome.
Okay.
No, you're the pretty face.
Oh. All right, I'll just sit here then. No,
Okay, the Partner Co-op, Joni, can you add anything to it?
yeah, so when you download the Partner Co app, you actually get rewards points. So there's free trips once a year. They do a trip to Tahiti, and you can get points. You're not going to get the trip by downloading the app and going through the videos, but it is some points that you can use for rewards points, either to buy product, and those points also accumulate every time you rank advance. You get some more points, and those points can go towards a trip. So they're really important videos, step-by-step videos that you should watch, training videos in the Partner Co-share app, which looks like this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. No. I'd have to share my screen. But also there's a ton of product information, some PDF files and the different products inside of the Partner Co-share app. But they say you need to click on US, and it's under tools. Christy was talking about this. There's a lot more information in, I believe, under the US. And I haven't seen where that is yet. If anybody knows that's on this call, let me know. But anyways, there's a ton of different files on the Tahitian nonis and the different products that we have. So get in there and walk through it. Also, the U+2. So that's one of my favorites. So Ricia's got some awesome promotions for you guys for going ultimate. The company also has one too. And to my knowledge, they haven't stopped it, because if you're seeing the U+2 tracker when you log into your Partner Co app and as well on your dashboard, that means you can qualify for it. And basically all you need to do is personally be ultimate, help 2 people promote to ultimate, and help them each help 2 people go ultimate. So there's a total of 6. You have to help 2 and they have to help 2. And it has to be in that progression. You can't help 6 personally. And that's what they call U+2. And once all 6 of those people in that progression have 500 volume points, they pay out 500 to your savings bonus account. And then once they all have 1,000 volume, it's another 500 to your savings. And then once they all have 1,500 volume points and have achieved ultimate, it's a total of 1,500 that they will put aside for you in your savings account. Once that savings account hits $10,000, they give that money to you. Which is going to be a fun shopping day. That'd be a nice gala dress right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And also too, when you make $250 in residual commissions, which is called our base pay, you qualify as well for a 15% bonus that goes into your savings account. It's kind of like a retirement account or bonus account, isn't it, Joni?
It's great. I love it because we've all got different goals. You know, someone might want a trip to Hawaii, someone might want to buy a new car, some people have some debt they'd like to pay off, but it's whatever you'd like it to be. And once they've given you
Some
that
people
check,
want to get out of Grand Prairie.
Yep. Some people want to move to Costa Rica.
I'm going to say this, not to impress you, but impress upon you how rich this compensation plan is. This week, my base pay was $283. That is residual income. The previous week, it was $253, residual income. In any other business I've worked in, I've had to be in it well over a year to get that kind of residual income. And this is a week. So when you calculate it, it's going to be in a 4-week period, it's going to be well over $1,000 residual. We have to have a whack of buckaroos in the bank to make $1,000 interest every month, right? Super, super generous compensation plan.
Not to mention your new volume bonus, not to mention your retail sales.
Exactly. So Joni, just in closing, we do have the 4-week calendar I don't know if I have it on the screen to show you, but you can see all the different colors. Okay. Can you talk about that a little bit and why should people set up a subscription? Like, why should we do that?
Yeah, they're working on making the subscription easier, but it's definitely not my favorite part because it's confusing with the colors. And I don't know how many people on my team are like, what? I don't get it. So in order to avoid all the confusion, my advice is the very first week that you get into the business, you can go into your back office and click on subscription and set it up. And when I didn't realize this when I first started, that when you set the subscription up, you don't have to pay for it right away. It just sets it so that 4 weeks from then you'll be able to buy that product and the subscription is set. Is that correct, Ricia?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And I wish I knew that from the beginning because I thought that they had to order the product because there's also a little subscribe and save check mark when you go to purchase product and check out, and you could set your auto ship up that way by just making the purchase that you're currently making on your auto ship, right? So but then I don't want to do it that way. And so I'm glad I get it. I understand it now. I would not recommend making your purchase that you're making today your auto ship because only 100 volume of it will count towards going ultimate. So what you want to do is you want to set, here she is, perfect. So that's where you set up your subscription is under this menu. Click on that subscription manager. And then you're going to want to set it up inside of here. You can take it from here, Ricia. And I'm just going to finish by saying, so set it up here and then go buy your product so that whatever you purchase from this point on will count fully to your ultimate. And this will be set to go out 4 weeks from from the week that you started.
Okay, so I set this up about 3 weeks ago, and my monthly auto ship is 4,647 because I really love the products. I'm supposed to get a
Really?
laugh.
I was like, what?
I pay in pesos. Okay, I have I have my shipment coming from Mexico City to my house in Manzanillo. Before July 6th, you can edit at any time. So whatever you do in your auto ship, a lot of people do set up a 3-pack. And that way, if they don't need any product, they don't want to try the MOA and they're not ready for the renew or whatever, the 3-pack comes and it just renews their inventory. But you're saying you only get 100 PV out of that towards ultimate?
So this is the thing. If you set this subscription up this way, you're not buying it right now. You're setting the subscription to come out 4 weeks from now, right?
That's right.
So that's why I'm recommending you set the subscription up this way and do it on week 1. So it's not on the wrong color calendar. Because if it is on the wrong color week, you need to phone it in and get them to fix it. Unless you can figure it out how to fix it in your back office, there is an editing option. But if you were to go and purchase a product on your website and click on subscribe and save that way, then that product, only 100 volume of it would count to, how does it, I don't know if it's 100 volume would count or, okay, my brain's not working anymore, but not all of the volume will count towards ultimate. So just do it this way, set up the subscription, and then when you're ready to order a 3-pack or whatever you want to order, do that through your website, if that makes sense, hopefully.
Thank you. And we're going to wrap it up. I'm just going to give you the option of 10-pack because, well, Tammy, can you speak a little bit here? Are you able to come forward and speak why you bought so many 10-packs?
Sorry,
Tammy
it was
with us?
just, yep, I was just getting
Okay,
unmuted.
so you bought several 10-packs. Can you just share with us your experience, Tammy?
Yeah, it was easy. So, as Risha told you, you can only order 12 in total boxes, right? 4 3-packs, through Canada. So how are you supposed to hit ultimate when you, can't order the, 10 3-packs? So our upline has been gracious enough to, allow us to order into the US and then they ship it to us. So when you're needing a 10-pack, you just let Risha know and you go in, you place the order, and you put it to Reese's address, which is supplied to you. So it's all under your account. You just put his address with your name. So Tammy Frankfurt, care of Reese, and his address. Then you send them the info that it's been shipped. Make sure you track your shipment. And I always notify him that my delivery is going to be done tomorrow. Then you need to give 4 addresses for the product to be shipped to. So you can put your own name, whatever, put my first name, Tammy Frankfurt, my address, Lee, my middle name, my dog's name, whatever. And it'll be 3 3-packs and a single bottle, because we can only send 3 at a time into Canada. When they get it, they ship it out to you. They give you the tracking numbers. It does take about 2 weeks. So I needed to order it because within the first few days, I had so many comments that I couldn't order product fast enough, and I hadn't even tried them myself. So I was very thankful for them doing this. That should only be till December, right?
Right. Yeah, it's will be product
Ricia?
on the ground. Thank you, Tammy. That's great. So
Are you
again,
there?
yeah, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Yeah, I don't know why you can't hear Risha. I can hear her just fine. Can you hear me, Tammy?
I can hear you. Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
hopefully
So,
by December. Hopefully we'll have the drops on the ground in Canada. So fingers crossed,
yeah.
everybody.
All right. So
Alana, hold up your hand if you can hear me. Okay, so Tammy, something's odd with my voice coming in. Thank you, Lana. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy's been very, very successful with this. The 3-pack landed in Grand Prairie for Penny. She ordered on Friday and it arrived on Tuesday. So really good result. Kimberly in Nowhere, Saskatchewan. Sorry, Kimberly. Somewhere, Saskatchewan. She ordered Friday and it arrived Tuesday as well. So it just seems like the products shipped out of the Black Purse are landing very quickly. But understand that your 10-pack has to first go from Utah to Florida and Florida to Canada. So there is a delay anywhere from 14 to 18 days. And you want to stay in stock and inventory, or your customers, explain to your customers there's a bit of a wait as well. Thank you, Tammy, and congratulations on all your sales. And that's your success is just your great representation for us. I think
thank
we're
you.
going to wrap.
Also, we should say it's 500 PV for a 10-pack.
Yes, thank you. It is 500 PV towards your ultimate. Absolutely. Thank you for that. So basically, the reason for the ultimate is as you're buying inventory, we don't want you to buy your way to a promotion, but we want you to understand that if you have inventory, you're going to be moving that product. And I've realized that customers, when they make that decision, they want it now. If you tell them they'll get it in 3 days, they're happy with that. So we've just found that it works exceptionally well that way, doesn't it, Joni?
Yes.
Okay, I think we're gonna stop the recording and then we'll open it up for Q&A. Anything else you want to add before we close the recording, Joni?
No, that was great, Risha. Thanks.
I want to say thank you very much to my co-host Joni Budd from Costa Rica. And I want to wish you all massive success in your business.